Welcome to my channel. This class is all about healthy knees. We'll be focusing on the muscles affecting the knee joint, so it's great for injury prevention as well as suitable for the later stages of rehab from a knee injury. As always, listen to your body and modify if necessary. So let's come to lying on our backs, aligning the hips with the knees and the feet, feeling the feet pressing gently into the floor. We'll start a rocking motion of the hips up and down. So we really want to check there's a straight line that runs from the hip through the knees, through the feet. And we're going to start curling the hips up just a little bit more and then relaxing them down. Exhale, engage your pelvic floor, deepen the stomach muscle connection and lift the hips up, maybe a little bit more this time, and rolling down vertebra by vertebra. So we're going to be doing some variations of the pelvic curl in this class. This is just a basic one. Really connect with the breath, with the sensation of the feet pressing down. Start to activate the muscles on the back of the legs. Push the feet down to float the hips up, and this time we're going to float the arms up and reach them back. We're going to stay there, imagining a ball in between your knees. And we're going to take little pulses, squeezing the imaginary ball. So it's a very small movement, just feeling more connection through the inside of the thighs. And then rolling back down vertebra by vertebra. Bring your feet together, let the knees drop open. Place your hands on your inside thigh. Open up and then push your knees up into your hands. Your hands are giving you resistance, so you should feel the inside thighs working. And then let them drop open and allow the hands to help the stretch. Again, press up, so you should be feeling the stomach and the pelvic floor muscles working here as well. Feel that resistance and then opening to get a deeper stretch. Again, press your knees up against your hands. Your hands can provide as much resistance as you need to feel that activation, to feel the work in the stomach. And opening it, using your hands to stretch. Let's bring the knees back. You're going to stretch the right leg out. Place your hands on your stomach. We're going to activate that right leg and lift it up just a little bit off the floor and lowering it back down. Again, draw the stomach in as you activate the leg. Lift it up, really flex the foot and place it back down. Lift it up. You should be feeling the muscles on the front of the thigh, the quadriceps muscles engaging, and bring it back down. Clasp your hands behind the head and lengthen the neck to lift the head and shoulders up and bring them down. Again, lengthen to lift. Feeling the engagement of the stomach, feeling the length through the spine and back down. I'm going to put all that together. So you're lifting the leg, lifting the head, drawing the stomach in, feeling the quadriceps and relax. Lift it up. We're going to hold, really activating the leg, drawing the stomach in, lengthening and release down. Again, lift it up. You're going to bend the knee in and stretch it away. Bend it in, inhale, stretch it away, exhale. In, as you stretch it away, draw the stomach in, stretch it out, in, out, and relax it down. Stretch the other leg out. Activate the front of the thigh as you lift it up. Draw the stomach in, hover, and release it down. Again, flex the foot, lift the leg just a little bit off the floor. Draw the stomach in just a little bit more. Relax it down. activate, flex, lift, and down. Clasp the hands behind the head, lengthen the neck, and this time as you exhale, lift the head and shoulders up, bringing them back down. Lengthen as you inhale, as you exhale, draw the stomach in, head and shoulders come up, and relax it down. Putting it all together, lifting the head and the legs, stay there as you lengthen, relax the head down. Lifting up, reach the heel away from the top of the head, and down. Lifting up, bending the knee in, stretching it away. Inhale to bend, exhale, stretch it away, draw the stomach in and out, in, stretch it away, in, out, and relax that down. Take the feet further away from you, dig the heels down into the mat, and as you push the heels down, lift the hips up, flex the feet, and hips down. Press down with the heels, lift the hips, and then set the hips down. As you dig your heels down, you should really be feeling the activation on the back of your thighs, on your gluteal muscles, your hamstrings. Press down, lift up as high as you can, and down. You can always adjust the feet a little bit further forward or back if necessary. We're going to reach the arms back and take little pulses up and up and up, really digging those heels down to lift the hips and coming back. Bring the feet in closer towards you, come up onto your tiptoes, lift your heels up high and push your hips up and bring them down. Feel all 10 toes spreading as you push them into the floor to lift the hips and bringing the hips down. So again, we're focusing on the alignment of the knee with the hips and the ankle joint as we work up and down, lifting up and coming down. Lift up, this time the arms go up and over, and again little pulses, pressing the hips up, really lengthening the front of the thighs. You work the back of the thigh and coming all the way down. Open the arms to the sides, open the legs a little bit, and just let the legs drop from side to side. Just going as far as feels good, keeping the shoulders open. You might want to take the head in the opposite direction to the knees. Take the legs up in a tabletop position, squeeze the legs together, taking them over to the side and back to center. And then over to the other side, back to center. Inhale as you take them over. As you exhale, really use the stomach muscles to bring them back. Over to the side, keep the chest open. Exhale, using the stomach to bring them back. Over to the first side, we're going to stay there and take a little clam. So keep the feet together as you open the knees and close the knees. Open, squeeze them together. Open, close. Let's come back to center, over to the other side. Feet together, knees open and close. Open and close, keeping the shoulders open and relaxed. Open, close, coming back to center. And this time we'll go all the way over to the floor with the stretch. So you might want to put your hands on your legs to deepen the stretch a little bit. And then over to the other side. Perhaps placing your hand over your leg and just breathing into that nice stretch. Hug the knees in towards the chest. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, lift the head so the forehead and the knees are really close together. And inhale, relax that down. Again, bringing the head and the knees together, drawing the stomach in, creating lots of length through the spine. And back, same thing, but with the hands clasped behind the head. Lift your head towards your knees towards your head. And relax. Again, lengthening the spine, engaging the center. Relax. And lift it up. This time, reach the right leg up towards the ceiling, lengthening it down towards the floor, and then flex the foot back up. Lengthen the leg away from you, drawing the stomach in, flex, bringing it in, reaching away and towards you. Again, feeling the engagement of the muscles of the leg, really lengthening the leg. Bend the knee in, stretch the other leg out, lengthening it down away from you. Flex the foot as you come back, point it as you reach forwards, flex. Length, creating more length through the leg and the spine. Down, flex it up, lengthen it down, flexing it up, and relax the head down. Let's do it again, but with a twist. So lift the head and shoulders up. Bring your opposite elbow towards the knee and reach the leg forwards and back. So again, really lengthening the leg, activating the muscles, and feeling the oblique stomach muscles engaging now. Keeping lots of space in between the ears and shoulders, long neck. And let's go to the other side. Reach the leg up and away, pointing the opposite shoulder towards the knee. Inhaling as you come up, lengthening, and exhaling down. Inhale, exhale, pull the stomach in. And coming back, relax. Hold on to your legs, just rock yourself up, giving your spine a little massage on the way. Coming up to a sitting position, straighten the legs as much as feels comfortable. And then we'll take a stretch over, so relax your head, relax the shoulders and the muscles of the face. Coming up to a tall spine, reaching the fingertips forward, and we're going to roll halfway back and coming up to a long spine. Again, rounding, drawing this navel in as you reach the fingertips forwards, halfway back and coming up. This time as we roll back, lengthen the right leg so much that it floats just a little bit off the floor. Come back to that long spine. Again, rounding the spine, lengthening the left leg. It comes up, bringing it back and down. Again, rolling down, reaching the right leg, drawing the stomach in and coming back. Rolling back, left leg and back. To the right and up. To the left, up and rolling down all the way. Let's roll up vertebra by vertebra, squeeze inside thighs together and then stretch yourself over your legs. Inhale, exhale, rounding back one vertebra after another, stretching the arms back. Roll up, peeling up vertebra by vertebra. This time we're going to open the legs to a wide, comfortable position and relax over. Relax the muscles of the face. Just allow your body to soften into the stretch. Coming up, close the legs and let's roll down vertebra by vertebra all the way to lying down, and we're going to hug the right knee in towards the chest and start drawing big generous circles with the right ankle and the right toes, reversing the direction of those circles. Place your hands on either side of the knee, so you're really checking the alignment as you stretch the leg up and then really relax it down. Reach it up and relax it down. Up and relax it down. Next time we're going to stay with the legs straight as much as you need to get a good stretch. Lift your head and shoulders up. Use the hands to stretch just a little bit more and place the head down. Open the arms to the sides. Take the leg across the body until you feel the outside of the leg beginning to stretch. Bring it back, then open it to the side. Feel the inside of the leg stretching. Coming back, again, maybe this time you can go a little bit further. Bring the hip back, bring the leg back. Open the leg to the side. And again, across, maybe a little more this time. Coming back. As you open the leg, engage the center. Try and keep the hips as straight as possible. Over, and this time we're going to go all the way to the floor. You can have your legs straight or slightly bent. And really getting a deep stretch on the outside part of your leg. Let's bring the leg back, open it to the side. You can hold on to your leg or your foot to open it to the side. And let's finish off with leg circles, drawing circles with your toes on the ceiling, creating length in both of the legs. And let's reverse the direction of the leg circles. Keep the shoulders relaxed and the breath flowing as we do this. Come into the four-figure stretch. So open that right knee and place the right foot over the left knee. Hold onto the left shin or behind the thigh. You might want to just stay there, or might find a little bit of movement from side to side. And let's go over to the other side. So let's start off with the circles of the foot and the ankle. Nice big generous circles in one direction. Then reverse the direction of the circles. Place the hands on either side of the knee to really guide the knee as you stretch the foot up. Bend the knee and relax it down. Again, stretch it up and relax it down. Gently pressing with the hands to the sides of the knees and relax it down. And then keep the leg up to stretch. You can lift your head up towards your leg, really lengthening both legs. Set your head down, open the arms to the side, and we'll take the leg across the body, getting a stretch on the outside part of the leg. Bringing the leg back and opening it so we get a stretch on the inside part of the leg. Again, crossing it over, maybe taking it a little bit further this time. Bring the hips back, open the leg to the side. Crossing it over even more this time. Bringing it back and opening it to the side. One more time, taking it across, this time all the way to the floor. Might want to put your hand on the leg to deepen the stretch. Open the chest. Deep breath in and out. And then opening the leg to the side. Hold on wherever feels most comfortable for you. Get that stretch on the inside thigh. And we're ready for the leg circles. Point the toes up towards the ceiling. Describe circles with the toes up to the ceiling. And let's change the direction of the leg circles, using the stomach to anchor the body into the mat. You can make the circles whatever size feels right for you. Let's go into the four-figure stretch. Open the left knee, place the foot against the right knee. You might want to flex the feet. You might want to rock gently or just hang out there to get that stretch. So ready for some more abdominals? We're going to clasp the hands behind the head, lift the head towards the knees, reach the legs up and then lengthen them down. Flex the feet and bring the legs towards us. Lowering down using the stomach. Flexing the feet, bringing them up. You can let the hips come up a bit. Lengthen the legs away from the top of the head, really working the abdominals. Flex the feet to come back. So you're working the legs as well as working the stomach. Reach the legs away, and we're going to go straight into that crisscross, bringing the opposite shoulder towards the knee, still lengthening the leg out. So you're engaging the muscles of the leg, as well as really deepening the work of the stomach. Just a couple more of those, and relax the head down. Place the feet onto the floor, and we're going to do another variation of pelvic curl. So let's start off simply by lifting the hips up, taking a deep breath in, and exhale, rolling all the way down. Lifting up, push the feet into the floor. This time we're going to transfer the weight into one foot and bring the opposite knee towards the chest and place that foot down. And then the other one, and down, as if we're walking in place. And the challenge is to keep the hips in place the whole time. You're trying to keep the hips as high as you can as you lift the leg and as you place it down. Lift and down. Lift. Press the foot down. Lift. Down. And coming down just for a moment. So this time we're going to go for shoulder bridge variation. Lift your hips up. Reach the right leg up, and as you sweep it down, the hips also go down, and then kick it up, lift the hips. Everything goes down, everything lifts up. Lengthen the leg down, hip goes down, kick up, and down, and up, down, up. Going to stay up and take little pulses, pushing up, up as if the heel wants to touch the ceiling, up. Place the foot down, relax for just a moment. Roll the hips up. So we're going to go to the other side. So lift that leg up. As it goes down, the hips come down. And as you kick up, the hips go up. Point the foot down. Flex up. Down. Everything goes down. Everything lifts up. Down. Up. Down. Up. And we're going to stay for little pulses. Up. Push one foot into the floor. Reach the other heel up towards the ceiling. Hold it for a moment. Set the foot down and relax down. Let's transition to lying on our sides, supporting knee bent. Hold onto the ankle with that top hand, gently stretching it back to get a good stretch on the front of the thigh, the hip flexors, seeing how far back it feels good for you to go, keeping the stomach supporting the spine, and going to swing that leg forwards and backwards. Moving from the hip joint. Nice big generous movement, keeping the leg parallel to the floor, keeping the spine long and supported with the stomach muscles. I'm going to circle the leg around, so working all the muscles around the hip. Again, generous movements. The leg in the hip socket, and then taking the leg back to circle it around. Back as much as possible, and then open the knee up to the circle. Circling. And stretch that leg out. Sweep the top arm, grab onto it with the bottom hand. Stretch the sides of the body and relax. Again, stretch, creating lots of length on the side body. One more time, stretch, reach the arm away and the leg away. Let's stretch out that bottom leg, so both legs are really long. And then reach the top leg up, float it up just a little bit higher in the hip and bring it down. Lengthen up and down. So we're aiming for lots of length on the way up and on the way down. Up and down, up, keep it long and bring the bottom leg up to meet it, up and down. Bottom leg lengthens to lift up, both legs come to touch and together, side leg lift up and down. Lengthen both legs, lift them up and down. reach them away. Each time the legs are getting longer and longer. And we're going to stay up, flex the feet and point. Flex, point, really flex, really stretch the toes. Flex, point, flex, point, and little pulses up and up and up, really lengthening even more. Bring the top leg forward, and this time the bottom leg is going to lift up and down. Flex the foot, keep it flexed as you lift and lower. Lengthening up and down, up, and little pulses up and up and up. Reach the heel away from the top of the head, squeeze it up there. Relax it down. Bend both knees, coming onto the forearm. Press the forearm down, sweep that top arm up and over to create a nice stretch on the side of the body, and back down, up and over. Really push down with the arm, lift your hips up and back down. Again, pressing down to come up. Set the hips gently down, and again up, little pulses up and up. Really working from the waist, bringing that back down. And let's take a side bend, a mermaid stretch to the other side. Let's come into the side kick. So swing that leg forwards and back. Again, pressing the forearm down to lift the side of the waist. The other arm is really long. The bottom leg can be bent or straight if you prefer. Forwards and back. And then taking the head back down, and we'll finish off with some really nice big circles of the leg in the hip socket. Make it as big as you feel you can. And last thing, to the other side, sweep back, circling it around. You should really be feeling all the muscles around your hips working now. Take a moment to relax. And let's move over to the other side. Bend the supporting leg, hold onto the ankle. You're going to stretch the leg back, opening up the front of the thigh, lengthening out the hip flexors. Each exhalation, there's a sense of drawing the stomach in, and keep it drawing in as you start moving the leg forwards and backwards. Lots of movement of the leg and the hip joint. Knee stays more or less in the same angle. Swinging forwards and back, and taking it into nice, generous circles, creating as much mobility as possible of the leg and the hip joint. And reverse the direction of the circles, so working the muscles around the hip joint. Let's stretch that leg out long, stretch the arm, hold on with the other hand, and really lengthen the side of the body, and release. Stretch it away and release. Again, reach and release. I'm going to straighten both legs. The top leg floats up as long as possible and comes back down. Reach the toes away from the top of the head, up and down, lengthening up, reaching more to lengthen down, up and down. Up, we're going to stay there with the top leg and bring the bottom leg to meet it. Lengthen the bottom leg as much as possible as it floats up and down, together and down. Squeeze the legs together, and we're going to lift and lower. Side leg lift, both legs together, reaching and lengthening each time you come up and down. Keep the legs up, flex the feet and point, and flex. Point all the way to the tips of the toes. Flex, point, flex, point, and then staying there for little pulses up, reaching up and up and up, and relax down. Bring the top leg forwards and lift the bottom leg up. We're going to flex the foot as if you want to press the heel onto the opposite wall. Reach it up and down, up, down, up, and we're going to take little pulses up and up and up. Keep lengthening the heel away from the top of the head, squeeze it up and bring that down. Coming up onto the forearm, press the forearm down, sweep the top arm up, really lift the underneath side of your body, and hips go down. Again, sweeping the arm up and over and bringing it back. Pressing down into the floor to lift up, coming back down, lifting up, a little pulses up and up and up, bringing it down. Go for a mermaid stretch to the other side, and we'll take the side kick. Kick the leg forwards, flex it, point it back, kick and back. The forearm still pressing down into the floor. The sides of the body are lengthening. Keep the shoulders open and lying down with those big leg circles, as big and generous as possible. Reaching the toes away from the body and reverse the direction of the circle. Lots of movement of the leg in the hip joint. One last time. Let that go. And let's come to lying on our stomachs, hands underneath the forehead, necks long, and we're going to lengthen the right leg so much that it comes off just a little bit off the floor, lengthening it back down. Left leg lengthens to float up and lengthens down. Again to the right, activating the muscles of the back of the legs, the hamstrings and the glutes, and bring it down. Left side, activate those muscles to lift up and down. One more time, just like that to either side. Really reach for the back of the leg working. Bring it down and to the left and down. Now we're going to flex the right foot, tuck the toes, reach the heel out so you feel the activation of the front of the leg, and then lift it up, little pulses up, up, up and down. Left, tuck the toes, reach the heel until you feel the knee coming off, really activate the front of the thigh, and then pulses up and up and up and up and down. Again, tuck the right toes, reach the heel away, point the toes, lift it up, little pulses up, 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 and to the left, tuck the toes, reach the heel, lift the knee and point the toes, little pulses up, up, up and down. Bring the hands under the shoulders, point the elbows back, and we're just going to extend the upper back a little bit, lift the head off the mat and down. That's what the head's going to do. We're going to add the legs, activate the legs as you lift them, and then lift the hands off, squeeze the shoulder blades together and down. Lifting the head and the legs off, adding the hands, squeezing the shoulder blades and the elbows together, relaxing down. Lifting up, hover, and coming down. This time we're going to push down and come up to a full extension. Bend the elbows, lengthen and lift the legs up. Push down with the hands, open the chest. Bend the elbows, lift and lengthen the legs. Push down, a modified swan dive. Push, really open the chest, lengthening through the spine. Come back down, hands underneath the forehead. We're going to bend the right knee, try and lift it up, little pulses up and up and up, squeeze it up, reach the leg away and down. Left knee bends, lift it up off the floor, and little pulses up and up and up. Lengthen away and down. Again to the right. Bend the knee, lift it up. Little pulses up and up. Squeeze. Lengthen and down. Other leg, lift it up, lift the knee. Little pulses up and up and up. Reach it away. Coming up onto the forearms for a sphinx. Press the forearms down, open the chest, shine the chest forward. Relax the head over. Again, press down, lengthen the spine, open the shoulders. Relax it down. Pressing down, really creating length through the spine. And single leg kick. Kick, kick the right leg, and kick, kick the left leg. Lift it up, kick, kick, reach the leg back. Kick, kick, stretch it out. Again, kick, kick, stretch, open the chest just a bit more. Kick, kick, stretch, open, relax down. Reach the arms back, coming up with the head and shoulders and the legs, and we're going to take little flutter kicks like the legs of swimming. Again, activating the back of the legs, activating the muscles on the whole back part of the body. And let's push up into a puppy pose. Melt the chest down, lift the hips up high. Each time you exhale, feel that connection of the pelvic floor and stomach muscles engaging, lifting up. You might want to stay there, or if it feels good, to go to a rest position. Take your tailbone back towards your heels. Some nice deep breaths here. Let's come to an all fours position. Tuck the toes, press down with your hands and hover the knees just a bit off the floor and set them down. Again, push down, lift the knees. Imagine you've got a little ball in between your knees, and we're going to take some squeezes into the ball, into that imaginary ball. Pull your stomach in. Set the knees down gently. Arch your back. And then we're going to go into a downward dog and just walking the feet a little bit, pressing the hands into the floor to create that length through the spine. Press the heels down as you lift the hips up. Now walk the feet towards the hands and the hands towards the feet. Really checking the alignment of the feet with the knees and the hips. And then bend the knees, making sure they're really aligned over your feet, and stretch. Bending, checking that alignment, and stretch. Bending knees over the feet, and then alternating, bending the right leg and the left leg. You can allow your hips to react, your head to react. Bend both knees. Roll the tailbone down as you lift the stomach up, rolling up vertebra by vertebra. Let's float the arms up. Challenge the balance by lifting the heels up. Find that balance. Lower the heels, lower the arms, and we'll challenge the balance a little more. Stand on one leg, lift the other leg up as high as you feel you can. You can take your arms to the side if that helps you with balance. And we're going to take the leg back, find a lunge, and bring it back. So again, as we bend both knees, we're really thinking of the alignment. Lift it up, bend it back. We're going to take little pulses towards the floor. Both knees are bending, but think more of the back leg reaching down towards the floor as the top of the head floats up. And let's take a twist and center. Twist and center. So the twist is challenging the balance even more. Twist. Stay there. Coming back. Find the balance on one leg one more time, lift it up, and let's change legs. Lift up the knee, you can open the arms to the side or place them on your hips, wherever feels most comfortable for you. And we're going to take the leg back towards a lunge, find the balance, lift it up, lunging it back, bringing it up. Again, finding the lunge, lifting up, and little pulses down and down. Really working on aligning the knee over the foot. And let's take the twist and center. Twist, challenging the balance, and center. Twist and center. Twist. Stay there for a moment and bring it back. Find the balance one more time. Both feet on the floor, sweep the arms up, lift up the heels, finding the balance. And lunge the first leg back. We're going to transfer the weight onto the front leg, lift the leg up, doesn't have to be very high, just lift and lower, lift and lower. So a lot of focus on what's happening on the supporting leg. Reach the arms back. I'm going to straighten the front leg, stretch the back leg up and drop the head and the arms down towards the floor. Bringing that leg back, rolling up one vertebra after another after another. Last balance. Take the other leg back, bend the front knee, and we can just pick the back foot up and place it down. Really focusing on the work of that front leg. Then reach the arms back, stretch the front knee, reach that back leg back and keep going until your hands and your head drop towards the floor. Place the foot down, roll the tailbone down to come up one vertebra after another. Reach the arms up and one last time, lifting up the heels, finding the balance, finding the length. Let's finish off with one big breath. Reach the arms up, bring the hands together, bring the hands towards your heart center. Hope you enjoyed this class and that your knees feel happy and healthy. And please subscribe if you haven't done so already, so we can do more classes together.